Good, appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us. Why, that's LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited time offer. No vowels. Or, well, let me say, and how are you on this appropriate time of the day? Or, as I have been told to do many times here, whoop, I, E, which are all the vowels that are not included in limited time offer no vowels. But I, E. Ooh. Yeah, all of those vowels. There were no U's because there's none in limited time offer, no vowels. Well, no, and there's none in. Um, there's no Y's in there either. Limited timey wimey. No vowels. No, not like that either. And here we are doing another day. Oh, another day. I mean, that makes me sound as if I don't enjoy doing this, which I absolutely do. Thank you very much for getting that. I was just about to get that one. But no, here we are with looking at Detective Grimoire. Or as I would have pronounced it when I first learned the word, Grimoire. I'd only seen it written down and I didn't know how those vowels, etc. went, so Grimoire it was. But yes, Detective Grimoire, who we looked at two of their adventures as demos on demo day, and I saw them as a pack, and I thought, hey, I'll pick them all up. Why not? Why don't we do that? So we're going to start with the very first one, or the very first one that is released on Steam, because I believe it was released as a Flash game beforehand. Detective Grimoire: Secret of the Swamps. And yes, but I have not done all of the things I should done. I should be swiveling round. Whee! Round and round we go. And where we stop, why... It's this way. This is where we stop. Isn't that great? And hydrating. And indeed, I do need hydrating. I don't know if you can tell. I'm assuming you can. I certainly look different to my eyes, but I was out yesterday, and when I left yesterday, it was not sunny. It was hot, but the clouds overhead were pretty. They were not black thunderclouds, but they were dark. So it looked as though it was going to be a not good day, and that the water would be falling from the sky at some point. But that is not what happened. What instead happened was that the sun came out, and as you might be able to tell, I caught the sun, so I am redder than usual. So yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So I will just have to go around in red face? No, that's not exactly it. But hey, yeah, I am not doing as good. Or I'm fine, it's just red. Still, that's not why we're here. We're here for games. So let's have a look at Detective Grimoire and the Secret Swamp. But it doesn't say that here. And we'll turn on the sound so you can hear all the swampy sounds that you were hearing before. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And yeah, look, this came from Armour Games, which was the Flash game site de jour back in the game. And SFB stands for Super Flash Brothers. It was a Flash game. So yeah. Oh god, yeah, so long. Alright, well, let's have a quick look and see what the achievements say. Armageddon's a Newground was a place to play. Yeah, and I preferred two Newgrounds. I didn't start playing Flash games until... Or I didn't go to Newgrounds to play Flash games I preferred going to... Oh, God. Again with a K. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can't remember the name of it, but I went there and they did it. Congregate. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. And there was a lot of good stuff on there. You blame me. I did this crime. I mean, yeah. You went to all the places. Good for you. Yeah, I don't know. Newgrounds just made me... It didn't feel like a game site, so I didn't really care about going there as much as Armour Games or Congregate. But yeah. Okay, gonna have a quick look at the achievements. Just to see. Oh, okay. Due diligence, Bogey's fan club. Nice hat! Oh, we can get hat. Intruder alert. Who is that little girl? Slickest of slews. Let's get started. Mystery for tomorrow and haunt the swamp. Alright. Well. You had a lot more games you wanted. You ignored the other stuff, other than music. I'm trying to remember. There was a bicycle championship game that I thought was great. Made by somebody, and Long Animals was the name of the programmer, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, you could play as various different characters who had different kinds of bikes, which went in there. We're talking pedal bikes, not motorbikes, really. I mean, there was no sense of speed. It was a side-scrolly one rather than a looking forwardy thing. Let's just press play and do this. 7 challenges, no percent. We're at the beginning. Let's go. Headphones are strongly recommended. Sound is important. You need sound to properly experience a great game. Well, okay. Everybody, be sure to put on your headphones, just like me. Score here, haven't we? Hey! It's Edward Young. I didn't know whether he'd done like all of the games or not. Now we
2025
know.
Last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp.
But it is 2025.
A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous.
Officer James.
All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
And you have vague memories of this game, but you only remember the beginning vaguely. Oh, I don't remember any of this, so you can point and laugh at me as I get everything wrong. Alright, here we have the police file. Boggy's Bog. Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attraction... Oh no, Boggy's Bog. That's a Y, not a U. Oh, I see, it goes... See, I was looking at that and going, oh, that's a U, but no, it goes all the way down. It's the other, sometimes vowel, I see. Boggy's Bog was found outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature, not with one. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information. Oh, okay, we got all of that. That's just... Alright, those are the wounds. There's some tracks. That's you. Okay. Oh. Wow, that's a face. I don't know. I was looking at it side on and thinking, oh, there's the eye. It's like the side, and over here is the front. And this is like the trail of the ghost over to the side there, and there's, I don't know, some purple things and yellow things which are artistic renderings of it. No, that's a face. That's a nose. There's an eye. Man, what a detective I am going to be today. Also, one second. Yeah. Alright. Then we've got the wounds and the footprints, and then there's the suspect. The suspect doesn't have any claws. Not in this rendering, anyway. Look, it's got tentacles. Well, suspect.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
Boggy's
You mean
Bog.
that
What a horrible
stupid
name.
cartoon character? I've heard of him.
You mean like
That thing
Boom
is
and
our
Boom
murder
Face?
suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, here we are. Animation. Swamp full of secrets, chapter 1. Oh, I keep meaning to move my cursor off so that it's not over the animations. Keep forgetting. And yeah, Richard is dead. I can understand that. I mean, if that is what has happened, I could understand. Really. Alright, let us start chapter 1.
Your case file is in the top right.
Thank you.
You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here.
Uh-huh.
When you've collected some, of course.
I was going to immediately look at them.
I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Ah, you're the hint system, okay. Right. 1%. Oh, I am covering things. Where can I go? Maybe. Go up here. Then you can have mystery percentage of the game. I don't know. I can be smaller. It doesn't matter. We can do that. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. I was covering over. You know, the vitally important. 1 time the ribbon, or I don't know, 3 times things, whatever that is. Alright, that's obviously options. Yep. Sidebar info, window mode, sparkly hint icons. We'll leave those on for the moment. Hey music, turn down a bit. I don't think they did anything there, did it? Alright, is that sparkly hint icon, is it? Alright. That is... that is saying where you can walk. Okay. Hello, I'm going to click on you.
Back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
Nothing. What do I do? Where are we? Your mustache is troubling. Your mustache.
Your mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been warned about this, detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? It's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time.
Oh, but I wanted to do that. Alright, we got 2% of whatever this is. Oh, clues. Right, notes and suspects. Okay. 4% of people? What? Okay, there's the murder victim. 3 times what? Hope you enjoy your visit to Boggy Bog. No challenges. The boss, murder victim. What do those mean? What do they mean? Someone who was found outside his office in the swamp. Remington received small wounds on his chest. Remington received 3 small wounds on his chest. Okay, so these are things about the body, I guess? Ah, we can change them. Suspicious. Remington has mysterious slime around those. Okay, if I tap to change it.
Not suspicious.
Ah, okay.
Suspicious.
Alright, okay.
Not suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Okay. And then we've got pages more or stuff. Okay. Things that are suspicious. Okay. go to the next. Boggy! There we go. Boggy has not been officially sighted for 60 years.
Not suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Alright, so if ever I want them to say suspicious or not suspicious, I know what I can do. Excellent. Clues. Base files, notes. Ah! Okay, so that's where I am, and these are all the places I can go to. Alright. 0% on notes. Alright, well, let's go over there.
That's where I need to go.
Oh.
I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
We'll have a look at them in the first of the thing. In the first place. And then we'll turn them off. If I think I can do it. Ah, okay, that was there. Hello! Yeah, alright, I'm turning them off now. They're just annoying. Never mind anything else. Off. Nope, you are not sparkling. Okay, now here's a thing.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
Case file not updated. Case file updated, sorry. What's in the bucket?
It's an old statue of Boggy.
No, oh,
His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
I want to look at what's in the bucket. Never mind. Got mushrooms?
The fence that seems to surround this entire area.
That's not what I was clicking on. I was clicking on the mushrooms. Never mind. There's a thing we can stick
It's an
our head in.
opportunity for a photographic memento.
Alright.
The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
They might be hugging. I can't tell. Alright, but hello, person with red hair.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course,
Some other
you're
word that
not
starts
great
with
at remembering. I should be offended, though.
I've never seen you before. Oh, that weird girl from the fairground. I remember you, but I've been trying to forget. Presumably there was the flash animation from before? I don't know. I've never seen you before.
I've never seen you before.
Saw your hat blow through here already.
Oh,
You must
yeah.
be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature. But it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... She disappeared.
Impregnating sort of creature? Alright, but we got the map.
I might pretend I imagined her.
Maybe. That must be the map. Should head to the crime scene first. It's to the west side of the swamp. Well, I assume I need to go in there and then head west. Somewhere over here. Alright. Well, weird little red-headed girl who I know nothing about. In we go.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here.
Oh, I need to go to walk mode.
Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
I forgot. Thank you. That is annoying. I'm going to have to do that every
Just
time.
my luck, the gate's closed.
Oh, open it. With your arms.
Looks like I can move these metal latches around.
Oh no, a puzzle. Alright.
I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Alright, a physics-based puzzle. Let's put you in here so that you can go up and go down. Can you... Oh, you're getting dragged. Oh, you're actually getting dragged. Fine. Go up here, do that. There.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
No, it's pretty rubbish. There we go. We did it.
This is the tourist attraction?
Apparently so. Look, there's a cafe.
The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking.
Oh, alright.
Drag any 2 stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom. And flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence.
I can make sentences.
Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
Alright. Is that the thing that you're wanting me to talk about? That little girl isn't warm enough for the swamp to murder someone.
That little girl isn't warm enough for the swamp to murder someone. What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I got no idea. I just dragged things in, like you said. Far too remote for is too stupid for the swamp to make any money. To be smart. Yes.
That little girl is too stupid for the swamp to be so smart. No.
Oh well. To have happened. To murder someone. To make any money. Yeah, I think Boggy's Bog is... Yeah, let's say too stupid. I don't think that's what you're going to say. Or fun to have the voice of all those combinations. I think they just did Boggy's Bog. And then another voice line is too stupid for. And then another one. The swamp to make any money. That's, you know, bits and pieces. Even so, you think that's...
The tourist attraction is too stupid for the swamp to make any money. I'm losing my mind here. Who would come here for a vacation?
Alright, it's too far. It's far too remote for the swamp to make any money. I mean, I want to say for Richard to make it, because he was the owner. Make any money, to be so smart, to have happened, to murder someone, to make any money. Let's do that. You need to reverse it. The swamp is far too remote for Boggy's Bog to make any... Well,
The
I'm going to
tourist
say it that way
attraction
round.
is far too remote for the swamp to make any money. I'm losing my mind here.
But the swamp wants to make money. Don't you understand? No? Alright. The swamp is too remote for the tourist attraction to make money. But no, I want the swamp to make money.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
Boggy's Bog?
What's the story behind this place?
We decided we wanted to have a thing here because, you know, otherwise we wouldn't have had a point-and-click adventure game. Yeah? Right? We can go to a museum as well. Ah,
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right.
good for us.
I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
There's a giant tree.
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Alright, well maybe we can get a light later on. I don't know. Hello, lily pads. You look lovely.
Note to self, don't fall in.
But you can pull yourself out of those lily pads if you weighed less than a frog. Do you weigh less than a frog? No?
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear.
Oh, a non-linear adventure game, you say?
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear.
Alright, well, then let's walk in this direction. Let's go to the murder scene. Let's actually follow the thing and not go to the cafe. Ooh, what are those?
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Yeah.
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
I didn't, so that's okay.
I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else.
That's a protest, okay.
I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Upgraded directions. Now there is a spork in the road. Alright, well, I guess I'm still walking forwards then. I guess I'm continually going over here. I guess I'm going over here, but look, there's...
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one.
Oh, to get over that way. Alright.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Well, that's precisely why I want to go there then, isn't it? Ah, the murder scene. Footprints. Other footprints. Staff only. Oh, Boggy is my member of staff. That's good to know. And a flapping curtain.
There's an open window above Remington's body.
Maybe he fell out.
One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door. And back down into those reeds by the water.
Oh, well.
What's this?
I don't know.
There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water.
Oh, okay.
I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
I mean, all of them. I assume it's this one that we're looking at. Under. That leaf. Okay. Follow it round. Number 3!
That's the one.
Yeah, we got it.
But I wonder where this lockpick came from.
I don't know. A lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office. Covered in a strange liquid slime. Most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So, if we can find them, we must question mark. Okay. There's the crime scene.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Let's get started. Examine the crime scene. Achievement unlocked. Woo! Okay, there's the thing. We found all that in the 7 people. Okay, cool. You're showing me exactly the same thing that was there. Do you want me to think about things? We've got 25% of the notes already, have we? Oh, of the map. So we know where they are. That's fine. No, we've got clues. The crime scene. We found a lockpick at the crime scene. There's reeds. They're wobbly.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look.
Exactly.
Maybe I can move some of them out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's obviously a flipper.
A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
That's ours. Now let's put all the leaves back up, because we don't want them all bended. We don't want to be hurting nature. Strange green flippers. Who left these lying around? Was it you? No? Alright, okay.
I don't like it here.
Alright. Is there anything else I can...
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
It's just that again. Alright, okay. Let's go to the staff.
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down.
But we've got a lockpick.
Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Alright, well let's...
I can't...
Okay.
Maybe...
Alright, well... Oh, can I just walk it? Are you going to tell me it's locked?
I can't get in... Maybe if I...
Anything
So, this is...
that's the same stuff. We've seen that already. There's no...
It's Remington's office. I don't really want to go inside.
Why does the detective not want to go
But I
inside?
don't think I have a choice.
Yeah. Alright. But I don't know how to get in there yet, so I guess we can go somewhere else. Can I use the map to just warp to places? I can. Oh, hello.
Ah, some suspects. Let's get this investigation started.
Except this is not the entrance. Oh, a camera.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
This feels...
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. First name? What's the first name? It's my second name. Detective is my first name. This feels a lot more animated than the next ones, in that people are moving around and things. Whereas before I thought they were just like shifting positions. I mean, there was some animation on the person. Like their hair would be flowing, blowing in the breeze. In the, what was it, Tangle Towers, and I can't remember what the other one we demoed was, but yeah, I thought they were more static. I might be misremembering it. Let's say it's my 23rd name. Let's be flippant. It's the one I like the best.
It's actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
What's your job? You have just told me you're a professional cameraman.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
But what if
You
I want
always
to ask
carry that
you?
camera with you?
Most of the time.
Alright. So who asked about your job? Tell me about last night.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
At the cafe, maybe. Alright, what should I talk about? I should click this guy in the face. Oh, alas, there's nothing going on there. Alright. I can present a clue. Let us click that option and see. Let me present you with a lockpick.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
Alright. What if I present you with flippers?
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Alright, so present means actually, confront, I guess. If I present you with a profile of suspicious things you've done...
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
Good to know. Alright, well, what do you think of Boggy?
You should ask someone else.
No? What do you know about Remington, the murder victim?
Try showing it to somebody different.
Alright. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Sit on it and swivel.
I will swivel around while we look at the profile. Woo! Yay! Well, this isn't the way my computer is. My terrible sense of direction is letting me down. This way? Nope, it's not here. Must have been the other way. Ah, yes, there it is. Okay, Tips for unlocking challenging topics. Talk to everyone. Examine everything. Present clues and profiles. Okay, alright. And what have we got on pages here? This works for Rand appears for years. What do you mean, wah wah? That was a great joke. That was great. That was amazing. Maybe not. Carries his camera around most of the time. That's not suspicious. Saw Remington leave the cafe looking sick last night. I mean, maybe that is vaguely suspicious, but not for him. Alright, everybody is suspicious for right now. Suspicion of... What if I take...
Not suspicious.
Yeah, okay, the suspicion meter has gone down. Right.
Suspicious.
Everything is suspicious. Oh. Did you get updated with... No. I thought you might have got updated with was seen leaving the place feeling ill. Or was reported to, at least. No. Right, let's talk to Vanderpeer.
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am
Yeah,
Vincent
we don't know who you
Vanderpeer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
Let's hope you have a talent for answering my questions. That is very talented beard you've got, at least. Heard your work was going downhill lately. Now let's talk about his beard. A very talented beard.
That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
Yeah. Has always had permission from. Forced, offered to help, only recently got permission from. Vincent Vanderpeer, only recently got permission from Richard Remington. No, from a ghost to dress up as Boggy.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from a ghost to dress up as Boggy. Oh, that doesn't make sense, does it?
Are you always going to say, a ghost? In that way, because that's great.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from a ghost to dress up as Boggy. No.
I wonder if they were given directions on how to say
Can
a
Vanderpeer
ghost
just do whatever he wants?
to film here in the swamp. There we go.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Vanderpeer has been breaking rules. Or
The
maybe he'll
challenge
have an
topic is now available.
excuse.
Talking to Vincent to find the truth. Oh my goodness. I do not know what this is. When I woke up this morning, I'm not sweating. What part of my brain is leaking out the top of my head? Alright. Wasn't given permission to film in swamp. A chance to now be available. We're talking to Vincent. Find the truth. Alright. Okay, well, we're going to talk to you again. What's your job?
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea, I haven't
So
met him yet.
fictional.
Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
Suspect. Information. What hobby is that? Tell me about your hobby, my friend. What happened last night?
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed, I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual. Yes, difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Oh.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Yes. We should listen to the things. Doesn't explain why. Burrow's camera doesn't explain why Bobby Burrow was so useless.
Burrow's camera doesn't explain why Bobby Burrow was so useless. I don't get it. Seriously.
We should ask everybody about my lost hat as well. Anyway, was one of the reasons, told me that, lied to me because, doesn't explain why, was one of the reasons. I guess Vincent Van Der Peer told me that Bobby Burrow was nowhere to be found last night, was the murderer, came to the swamp in the first place, was so useless, was nowhere to be found last night.
Vincent Van Der Peer told me that Bobby Burrow was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr.
Challenge
Burrow
unlocked.
doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Alright, would you know anything about these flippers?
I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection.
Alright, but what about the film footage? I would quite like to be able to see that.
I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background.
But I want the bizarre noises, that was the point. Ooh, why have you got things on there? Can I click on you? Alright. Unlock the challenge, stop it. Yeah, but we've done that, haven't we? No?
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where?
Oh, we definitely haven't
in
done
the,
this.
In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Tried to film it before, but the camera broke. Remington never found out about your previous attempts. Remington has denied you filming permission in the past. Denied.
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that? Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
Some regulations,
That doesn't
you say.
explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way.
Yes.
I wonder how that happened.
Money.
Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Oh, drawing. I am famous. I am the boss. It's got to be money, right? It's not autographs or flowers. It could be a sword, but I think it's going to be money.
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little
It's very
arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
Challenge complete. We did a challenge. Yay. Alright, I want to quickly look at the achievements for this one. Just to see how many of them there are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 9 achievements. Okay. Oh, I could have looked at the number where it said 9, but I had completely forgotten about. Alright, there we go. Alright, thank you. Footage recorded late night, filmed by Vincent Vanderveer in the clearing voice. There's nothing to see, but very clear is going to be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. Alright. The door opening. Oh! Richard Remington crying out. Something being shot. Don't know. Is that somebody stumbling back out of the way? Or did they get shot with a trident and then the trident was pulled out? I don't know. Oh. That's Richard Remington going, no, my last breath. That's the curtain being ripped. That's the body hitting the dock. Something sticky and you're coated in slime hitting the ground or something. Okay, interesting. I mean, no, it's not that. He was, and he was surprised that somebody was able to come in because the door was locked and he had the key and somebody picked it open with the lock. That's why he used it to get in there. Maybe those are the things. No, that one couldn't be the things that was dropped at the end. Alright. Okay, hey you.
Uh-huh.
Challenge has been unlocked. Can I present a profile of... Oh. Before we do that, yes, can we... I want to see... Is that the challenge? Challenge solved. Bribe roaming to get permission. Yeah, okay, that's what that's telling me. Okay, and there's one thing that we haven't found out. Filming the exact murder. That is suspicious. Tried to film before it was given, but wasn't given permission. That's suspicious. Has made a string of popular fantasy movies.
Not suspicious.
I don't think that's suspicious. Researching locations for a movie about Boggy. That's not really suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Vanderveer works with Bobby Burl. That's not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
It's suspicious that he wasn't able to find Burl's work last night, but not suspicious for you. Vanderveer filmed by himself last night. That's vaguely suspicious as well. There we go. That is what I'll put on there.
Uh-huh.
Worked for Vanderveers for years. Not suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Carries his camera around most of the time. He wasn't carrying it last night. That's vaguely suspicious. Remington leaves the cafe looking set. Vaguely suspicious. Has a secret, passionate hobby on the side. Suspicious. Maybe it's murdering people while dressed as fictional monsters. Nothing else. Alright. Hey there, you.
Uh-huh.
I want to do your challenge.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
It was broken and being repaired. You lost it in the swamp when looking. You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead. I mean, that is what happened. So let's try it.
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
We should get one of those.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Various ways. Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Vanderpeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Thank you.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
Mm-hmm. I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
I don't have any developing fluid. Touch the photo to use the developing chemical. Alright, okay. Oh my goodness. It's Bender. No? You're telling me it's... No, it's Boggy!
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
Close enough to take a photo. The being in the photo seems to have long legs. Alright, I think that immediately rules out the little girl. For everybody else, I want to present you with Vanderpeer's profile.
The famous director, and my friend.
Oh, he's your friend, is he? Alright, black and white photo. Film footage.
Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Snake just Dean sit on it and swivel.
Well, you have a great time sleeping, because that is exactly what I want to do as well. Ah, so very tired. But I'm here playing games. And I will solve this murder. Well, maybe I'll solve this murder today. Alright, thank you. Maybe I can present a profile or... No, I can't. I've done all of those. What is this? Oh, right. That's the name of it. The costume, I guess. Map. I show you the map.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
It's a map. No, sorry. Clue. And now that's blacked out. Okay.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there?
Unless I got the flippers out there. No.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
All right, thanks. All right. Well, that's got to be inside the office. I don't know what that is, and I think that is leading over here. This is where the stones are going, which is where we can walk to next. Oh, it's the museum.
That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee.
Museums are free. Well, museums are free in London, at least. Science Museum, Natural History Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum? I think that's free. Although that is displaying primarily stuff from the Royal Family, so maybe that isn't.
It's a stepping stone path that goes past the museum and into the woods. So glad I'm wearing my best shoes today.
You have more than one pair of shoes? Oh, that's the stuff that we saw before.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
Somebody came in or out that way. Yes.
It's a stepping stone path that goes...
Yeah,
so glad...
that's not what I was looking at. Alright. Are you locked?
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up in wooden supports? It's bizarre.
Oh, it's like that building, that castle that was built in the swamp and then fell over and burned down.
That museum is quite a nice building, which...
Okay.
Is it...
I was trying to look at the wooden supports, Alright, okay. Let's try going in.
The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way.
Ah, another puzzle.
Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Alright, okay. Rotate you up. Rotate you out. Rotate you down. Rotate you down there. And then make you go up.
That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
What top hat guy? Are you making references to Armor Games things that are going on that I have no idea about?
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
Alright.
I'd better take a look at this.
It's Boggy.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
Alright. Well, you see him with three small claws on each arm. Okay. That's different. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Ooh. Ah. What do we got here? Did you and
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
any more?
Some education. Did you know?
No, same thing. Something about the museum.
Apparently, the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago, in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might
Okay.
explain why it looks so out of place.
Couldn't you have just moved all of the stuff inside the museum and not the museum itself? No, alright, okay.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Another story from Boggy's Bog. Swamp Studios, copyright MCMXXXIV. Oh, recorded by Swamp Sounds. Alright, cool. I mean,
Copyright MCMXXXIV.
that's what I said.
That would be 1930, 1934?
Yep, well done. Got it.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Yeah,
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
I was trying to get the recorded by Swamp Sound. Alright,
Swamp Studios, providing the best in swamp-based animated entertainment.
Alright, he's looking very happy.
Boggy
Smiling.
playing the piano. He's having a grand old time.
Must be a grand piano then. Alright.
This is a really cramped museum. Just one room. Not worth the admission price.
You didn't pay anything. It's a door.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked though.
And what have we got here? What are all these things?
This is a really cramped. Not worth it.
I'm looking at this.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here.
What is
I
that?
think I should try arranging these models into pairs.
Oh, and find out which one is missing. Okay.
Something seems out of place.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, right. According to historical sketches, skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to that of a toad/frog. 3 prominent sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapons of the Boggy Swamp Monster. Some early sketches have even showed a small thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those. That there. And those like that. And then. No? Oh, wait, okay, is this. Is this? And then these.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit.
Yeah, there we go.
It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Smart. Hiding gloves among gloves. Right, yes. So example A was talking about spots and stuff. And this was saying how, it's got a thumb. Alright. now we've got these flippers. They're not part of the museum exhibit, that's for sure. Well, they're in my pocket, so they better not be. Anything else? What about this skull up here?
These are skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models.
What about this book?
Books about Boggy and other mysterious creatures. I'll read them some other time.
Alright, and now finally, there's a person. Hello, person. We'll talk to you.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, Detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trenchcoat, my sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. I'm doing a drawing of your beautiful face. I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day. I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. My bad things notebook.
I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook.
Alright, what should we talk about with you? Tell me about your job.
So, if
Agent
you're not a
Folder.
tourist, and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
so you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets?
Secrets.
It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
to
So,
know.
you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Alright. Yeah, stop asking about my secretive mysteries. What is it with your fascination with my secret cupboard of mystery? How dare you keep looking at secrets and stuff? No? Alright, so information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. I don't know what you're an agent of, unless agent is your first name. Boggy Swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Okay. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he had 3 claws on each arm, like our fingers. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. Oh, but he might not be less threatening. Maybe it is Boggy coming out of the swamp to attack people for making him look less threatening in cartoons and stuff. Get my image right! Rah! No? No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe the information is out there somewhere. I mean, we've got footprints around the crime scene, but that isn't necessarily true. Can I click on these? No, okay. And, claws, flippers, or tentacles, fins. Alright, okay, thank you for that. Tell me what you were doing last night.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key
broke
to
in.
every lock, Detective.
Oh,
You came in the
so
side
you have
door.
the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the
Remington's
law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I doubt...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
And what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
I mean, the lockpick. I found inside, or the lockpick, the thing, near Remington's body. I was given by, I lost near. Not I lost, I found near. So the lockpick I found near Remington's body was definitely the murder weapon. No, might belong to Agent Folder, yes. Echo's Protest. I still don't know, I don't know who that is. I haven't been there yet. Oh, itchy eye. Alright, yeah, let's do that.
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Right, but he's not experienced with lockpicks at all. Lockpick was found near the scene of the crime. Could it belong to Folder? The challenge topic is now available when talking to Folder. Find the truth! Alright, let me present you with clues. I mean, if I present you with the lockpick...
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
It's your lockpick. Possibly. Let me...
This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
I've read it all, thank you. Let me tell you about this
I
police
have no
file.
interest in something like that. Obviously.
I mean, I'm not convinced that you know that Remington is dead.
You're wasting your precious time, Detective.
Hey, look, there's a photo.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
I hadn't
It's
noticed.
perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
I hadn't noticed that before, but on the photo, there's a ring around the arm, as if it were gloves. Or something else. Hey, film footage.
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
Alright,
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
but you've seen it again, so tough luck. Explorer's Journal.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place.
Alright. You are...
Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Oh, I suppose if they're always in the water, then yeah, that makes sense.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Because... Alright, Agent Folder, I've unlocked your thing. What about Boggy?
Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Alright, glad to know that. Tell me about Mr. Remington.
The man was a fool! That's all you need to know.
Okay, the fact that you said was makes me think that you do know he's dead now. Also the fact that you said, oh, he's... good luck with that, reporting it to Remington. Made me think maybe, but you know.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
But they took the photo of Boggy.
If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
Alright, well, what about you?
Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
I showed you, and you just said that you weren't important. That's great. Alright, let's do a challenge.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
Present a clue. The clue of the lockpick.
Where did I find this again?
Present map location. Outside office.
I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open locked doors. You said Remington always carried a lockpick with him. You were at the scene of the crime yesterday and might know who dropped it. Nope. You admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open doors.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You left your lockpick by room to you let room to borrow it. You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one. Alright.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
The art
Yeah,
of
it's an
murder.
important piece of evidence.
Challenge complete. Alright. Is there any... Can I... No, I can't do anything additional with the lockpick. Oh, well, let me...
Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Alright, well, I think... Thank you. Alright. Challenge solved. The lockpick I found that used to belong to him, but he lost it and bought a new one. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Spent a lot of time at the museum.
Not suspicious?
Has a deep interest in cryptozoology. Suspicious. Paula knows a lot about the real swamp creature. Suspicious. Has a lockpick that he used to open doors. Bought a new lockpick after losing his old one. I think that is
Not suspicious.
well,
Suspicious.
but that is bought a new lockpick after losing his old one. I don't know. They're both kind of suspicious, so we'll have them like that from now. Did we learn anything new about you? 60 years ago, the explorer's journey has not been officially sighted for 60 years. Alright. That's interesting. It was discovered 60 years ago, but has not been seen for 60 years, so... Has appearance changed from the official records? Interesting. Alright, can I get in there? If I walk? No, I can only go outside. Alright. But I want to go in there. No? Alright, let's look at the map. So going over there probably takes me over to here. I'd quite like to go to the protest. Seeing as that has been brought up and, you know, I clicked on it and wanted to see what was going on. So, when to those places. Let's go to the crossroads. Aha! And here we are. Now there is somebody there doing a thing. I didn't want to just turn up there. Hey, show me those again.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
So maybe you... Oh, are those flower petals as well?
A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
But you've been to, or somebody who came this way has been to the museum and climbed in through the window. Stop swamping the swamp. Oh, by swamping you mean gatherings of people all in the same place, not...
You've
Hello.
arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
No,
I am,
that's not
am
what I'm
I?
thinking.
Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Why? Because it gives you a sense of elevated purpose? Why? Because you're a good swimmer? What's that got to do with Echo? Why? Because you'll bounce if I threw you at a wall? I mean, I'm really hoping that the answer is because you will give me a boon that I've already had before to repeat what I've already seen. No? Wait, we're not playing Hades 2? Damn it. Alright. Because you'd bounce if I threw you at a wall.
Why? Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again. Until my job is done.
What's your job? Bounce, bounce, bounce! Indeed.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean?
Oh,
I
dear.
haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it was...
Not thought, felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against
really
the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis,
Why does it
assuming he's
go
not going to
dark?
mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
I don't know why people call you Echo. I don't quite understand. You said because you keep coming back. Does that mean you're a professional protester? And that you will, like, protest things? And keep coming back to those things until the job is done? One way or the other? I don't grasp it. Alright. People call you Echo. It could be because you just repeat on them all the time. Or that you've got nothing new to say. Or that you can never go quack. Alright, tell me what happened last night.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
Yeah.
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course.
wish it did.
I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Good. Oh, I mean, if you know sounds, then maybe I could get you to listen to this film footage?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
What if I show you a photo of this thing?
Show it to somebody else.
Richard's just redeemed hydrate.
Yeah, I could.
No thanks, my friend.
Alright.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to
Richard's
somebody
just
else.
redeemed
Stretching. Yawning as well. And drinking. Just had some water, but I could always do with some more. I hydrated myself when I wasn't told to hydrate. but still. There we go. Alright, lockpick. Tell me things.
No thanks, my friend.
Flora's journal?
This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, you're suspicious persons.
I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else.
Alright, okay. Well, we've shown all those things. Alright. I haven't unlocked your challenge. There's no challenge for Boggy. I can't challenge the murder victim either, that's a shame.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
About his murder, or about not knowing him?
Boggy is my
Oh,
prime
excuse me.
suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost.
Alright, do you know Agent Folder?
Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well, and we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Vanderpeer?
I have nothing to say about them.
Alright. What about Bobby Bark or Burl?
We're asking the wrong person.
Alright. And what about Echo? Tell me about Echo.
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
Alright, well, I haven't unlocked your challenge, so I'll be back. I mean, I think you are the one who did a thing here.
I'm impressed someone managed to pitch a tent here. And I'm impressed someone would want to.
Oh, hello.
It's a colorful, boggy-themed padlock. He's staring into my soul. It should open if I set the right number.
I think that's gonna be... Can I... Oh, I rotate it like 19... 30... Was it 4? 5? There we go. 1934. For the cartoon studio when it first did the thing. I think that's what it was. So yeah. And I have to say, this is one man who's doing the protest. I really don't know what I am dripping there. It's not good. That is not what I was trying to say. That was just me thinking out loud there. That guy said, I do not think one person's actions would have an effect. When he is one person having actions trying to have an effect. I mean, I know he was talking about corporations and the spending of money in places, rather than the protest that he is doing here, but still, my friend, listen to the words you're saying and, work it out. Alright, we have a diary.
It's a journal. I guess it belongs to Echo. Bad news. Remington is dead.
Bad news?
I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to him.
Oh.
That's all he's written.
Intruder alert. Get inside the tent. Achievement unlocked.
There's nothing else in here.
Not even, like, a sleeping bag. Alright. Hey, man.
Oh?
Okay. No, alright, okay. I can't present you with my notes, so alright. No, that's the places again. That's not right. Suspects, that's what I want. Again and again, my job is done. There's protesting for animal rights in the swamp. Doesn't know much about the real swamp creature. That's suspicious. It's suspicious that he's protesting for animal rights as well. Echo shows many views with Agent Folder. We'll classify that as suspicious for the moment. Echo is not a talented artist or musician. Does that mean he could not, for instance, sew the costume properly? I don't know. I don't know what they're classifying as protests, as artists. Alright. Well then, let's go to the cafe. Actually.
There's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
Alright. Oh. Are you the person who joins me? Sally? Was that her name?
There aren't many clues over here, unless those trees are a clue.
Are they?
But I don't think so.
Gifts.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look.
Oh.
It's a framed drawing of Boggy.
Yes, it is.
What a shame, it's not even signed. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know? Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside.
Oh, there's the hat, the head of the Boggy costume. Alright, but let's look at the rest of this stuff.
Boggy dolls, Boggy toys, Boggy postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad.
It's all bad. Oh, okay.
Boggy doll.
Okay.
What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
Oh, and that's part
It's
of
some
the
kind of roughly made costume head, I think.
curtain at the place. That's the
There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess.
Alright. It's still there. This is Boggy. Doesn't look like official merchandise. Alright, if I got 2 clues for the price of 1, can I see those clues? Curtain piece. Yep. Alright. Headpiece. What could this be? Could it be costume? No? We're not going to call it that? Alright, fine. Alright, hey there, person. Let's talk to you.
Hey,
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Well, no, I only just arrived. I know. I was in my office yesterday. Did you miss me? I was in my office yesterday.
I know. I was in my office yesterday.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
No, my
You
hat.
spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Well, you're... something.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save
How
that
did you
question
end
for
up
a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
And what were you doing last night while I was in my office doing paperwork?
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed
With
the gift
who?
shop has wheels, and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
What could Sally's leggings possibly have to do with this case? I mean, it's obvious what they have to do with the case. In that, Boggy is always depicted as having sort of black legs. So, there we go. But I can think of other reasons why the detective might want to take black leggings with him. Alright. Let's present you with a clue. The black leggings.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Alright, what about... Oh, alright, well, we'll do a profile. Mr.
He
Remington,
made sure
did you
I always
know?
got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
Yeah, I
You
was
should
gonna
have
say
more
the same
respect
thing.
for the dead.
I know.
Meh. Flippers.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea what that is.
I don't understand the concept of gloves.
That is not something from my gift shop. I've never seen it before.
Good to know, provided you're telling me the truth. What about this lockpick?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Yes. Can't you... You said you were going to put your wagon in your pockets. Can you not do that?
Is that one of your
God.
clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
You do not seem like the same person as before, so maybe I am wrong and you are not, but somehow I guessed your name, which, I don't know, maybe I saw it on, like, the Steam page or something. I don't know. Hey, there's film footage.
Is that one of your
Interested?
clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
Alright, what about a black and white photo?
This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
I can't believe that we needed somebody else to point that out to us. But alright, okay. Fine.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a map.
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Alright. Do you know about Agent Folder?
Is that your new friend? Sweet.
Do you know about Bobby Burl?
I really don't know what to tell you.
Do you know about Vanderpeer?
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
I don't know. Sally Spears. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent these days.
What's he doing in there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Ah, okay. Sally Spears. Recently acquired, spends less time holding, spends more time holding, has never spoken to, has recently acquired. Okay. Echo's poncho has recently acquired my breakfast because he's terrified.
Echo's poncho has recently acquired my breakfast because he's so terrified. What is that supposed to mean?
Something to do with Harper as well, who we haven't met. Chef at the cafe. Okay, so Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. There we go. I mean, sure.
Echo spends less time holding the protest sign and more time in his tent. I wonder if Echo can tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
Challenge. Alright. Tell me about Boggy.
I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
I don't think
Me
it
neither.
exists. Alright. And what about you, Sally?
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
I don't know. Might be fun to work somewhere where there's been a murder. Alright. Hey, Sally, what have you got? What are your things? Gift shop girl. I realise it's kind of dead around here. No. Sally only began working in the swamp this year. We'll class that as suspicious for the moment. Sally thinks the swamp is disgusting.
Not suspicious.
Not suspicious! Indeed. Sally offers marine space close to the swamp. Not suspicious. Sally does not lock away her belongings in the evening. I mean, it's not suspicious of her, but it's a good opportunity for somebody else to steal it.
Not suspicious.
Sally is unable to lock her gifts in the evening.
Not suspicious.
Sally has a good view of Echo's protest.
Not suspicious. Suspicious. Not suspicious. Suspicious.
I don't know what making these people suspicious and not suspicious does. Alright, we'll do that. And then we'll take a walk. To the protest. Where we will challenge you, sir. Challenge unlocked.
I heard you've been spending less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask.
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent.
Alright, let's do that.
Notebook time.
I have a silly nickname. Saw a ghost. It was raining. There was tax. I'm going to guess it was raining. I mean, that seems the most likely of all of them. Right?
You've been in your tent because it's been raining!
Why not?
Haunt the swamp. Draw a cute ghost in your notebook. I guess we did that. Yeah, sure. Sure, we did do it. We did draw it in there, but yeah, alright. Challenge complete. Alright. Well, what do you know about Sally?
You're wasting your time with that one.
Alright. And then we got a bunch of stuff that you haven't seen.
No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else.
Alright. Okay, well let's go back to the other two and we can confront Girl about the leggings.
I'm sorry I have not seen that before.
But it's in your photo.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
Yes.
That's great. I'm sorry I have not seen that before.
Alright, well...
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
I mean, yes.
That's great.
No, alright, well... Agent Folder. Do you know about Agent Folder?
I really don't have an opinion. My apologies.
Alright. But what about Echo, then?
You should ask someone else.
Have you seen Sally around?
Try showing it to somebody different.
No, alright, okay. Alright, well, there's still 2 questions here that we haven't unlocked, I guess.
What?
Hey, I want to present you with clues. Files folder.
I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection.
Did I show you the map and the police?
You won't be getting
together?
very far discussing that with me.
Oh.
Try someone less important.
Alright, less important, man.
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
Oh.
I heard this isn't the
Oh.
first time you've tried to film.
Nope, I've done the challenge. Sorry, I meant to present a clue.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know.
Interesting.
I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection.
But it's, you know, basic research that you would have had to have been doing in your... finding out about this place so that you can make a film about it, no?
You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Alright.
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
What about a headpiece?
I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important.
Alright.
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you.
I mean, I wasn't really trying to present you with the leggings to be signed, but okay. I haven't asked you about anybody. What about
Now
Mr. Remington?
there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
Alright, what about Boggy?
Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime
Thinking the exact
suspect?
same thing.
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
Alright, what about Agent
You want
Folder?
me to sign a photograph for you?
That's nothing to do with Agent Folder. If I had clicked on you, I could understand.
The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man. He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course.
Okay. Have you met Echo?
I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's worth my time.
He said, playing on his phone.
I simply don't have time to help you with this.
Alright, okay. Well then, back. Thank you. I guess I can ask you about Echo as well.
So. Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
No thanks. I'll stick to being a detective and being professionally curious.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever.
Alright. Here's a piece of curtain fabric.
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Alright. Here's a headpiece.
You're wasting your precious time, detective.
Alright. And here's some black leggings.
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
I mean, you know what I'm gonna do, right?
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
Alright, okay. Thank you very much for all of your things.
There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though.
Alright, I still want to see.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside.
Well, open it.
This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers. I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut. This side...
Can you not put together?
I don't think it's a window. This...
Okay, so that is blue and red. What if I... There's no flowers over here. There's no flowers here either. Do you open yet?
I can't get in here without a key. And I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Well, I am desperate. I mean, I'm not. But it is later on. And here's more of those flowers.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Alright, we'll go on. Hey. It's the cafe! Alright. No, that's not what I was thinking. Okay.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside.
Or maybe there'll be a Pokeball or something in the trash can.
The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
Orange. 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 Oh, is it a piece of... No, it's... Oh! I was going to say, is it this piece of paper? But no. It's instead... this inanimate carbon rod. Armageddon. My revenge. Right, no, it's a drawing
Hello,
thing.
what's this? Just a piece of paper?
Yes, just a piece of paper.
Or
Don't worry about
something more sinister?
it. I mean, it's how to make. There you go. These are like designs for a Boggy costume. What's going on around here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We found 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 4, 5. You're a Geddon, your revenge. Maybe.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
The costume design I brought with me disproves what Coils and Co. Fairground smells like.
The costume design I brought with me disproves what Coils & Co. Fairground smells like. What is that supposed to mean? Did the real creature show up last night?
No. I found it in the trash. Can explain what. Explains what I found in my office. What's hidden inside. Yeah, the costume design I found in the trash explains what those black and white photographs smells like. Ever existed, was doing last night, is showing me, I guess. But that's not great. The girl's green hair I found in the trash can explain what those black and white photos show me.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Chapter 2, A Deadly Disguise. There we go. Well
I
done,
have
there we go.
something for you.
Another gift already.
Is it a key?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
It is
What
the key. Yes.
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, little girl, for giving me the key. No, that's not what. Oh. Try and find the costume. What do you mean? Where could I find the pieces of the costume? Alright, there's one there. Sally's never seen it before. Red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. Okay. Claws made from homemade Boggy costume found inside the sculpture of the museum. Does not have any claws, covered in a strange liquid slime. Folder says the design is in between the real creature and the cartoon character. Trying to merge the two. Interesting. Or maybe an early design. Pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally has said someone with a joke on her since they're covered in strange liquid slime. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left the bag in the swamp last night. And we have the flippers, and hidden amongst the reed outside Remington's office. They have 3 toes each, match the footprints found in the same area. Folder says the design is guesswork, since nobody knows what Boggy's his foots look like. Alright, well. We've still got all of these. What's down to hear it? I don't know what you want me to... I mean, I've listened to all of these and I've kind of identified what I think they are. Yeah. So I'm not sure what else you want me to do there. But do you know what? Do you know what? I am feeling pretty exhausted from this. Well, not from this, but I am not feeling great. So, I think, having hit 50% of the game...
Richard's just redeemed sit on it and swivel.
Alright, we will do a swivel. Tell you what. Go over here. Woo! Big swivel! Big swivel! Yay! Swivel! Why not? Why not? And then we'll go over to... We're gonna end here because I am feeling pretty exhausted today for some reason. Having reached 50% swivel. Yeah. But yeah. And I have some things I have to do this afternoon. So I don't want to be completely exhausted so that I can't do it. So I'm gonna end here for the day. Which, you know, is an oddity because I suspect we could have knocked this out in one. But yeah, no, we're going to end here and do this. And we'll be back... No. I was going to say we'll be back to this on Tuesday, but we won't. There will be no stream on Tuesday this week. Nothing on Tuesday. So perhaps we'll do it on the Wednesday instead as a make-up stream. So yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. We'll find out come Wednesday. We will, however, be back tomorrow. Absolutely, I can do tomorrow. So huzzahs for that. I hope you join me tomorrow when more Blades of Fire tomorrow. Yes, in the Monday Thursday slot. So I hope you're here for that. That would be fun. Aside from that, well, not aside from that, more important than that, in fact, is the fact that I appreciate you. You're amazing. The fact that you spend any amount of time here with me means that I appreciate you. You, as I've just said, are amazing. Never, ever let anybody tell you anything different. You're amazing. As I said, we will be back tomorrow. But until then, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us, that has been LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited time offer. No vowels. And you have fun. And of course, as always, stay weird.